with other people. So the recording has been started. I wanted to touch bases. Hold on, we still have people popping in. Sorry. Um, I wanted to good morning or good afternoon again, y'all. For those who don't know me, my name is Melanie Harris-Barber. I'm the president of Affordable Living and Supportive Services. And what we do here is provide in-place supportive services for community members of Maryland. And so what that looks like, it might look different for everyone, but the focus is around housing stability. However, we do recognize when folks have challenges that they cannot get directly to housing, but in the interim, what we try to do is to provide, financial supports or little supports. We do the Instacart. I think some of you have, had an opportunity to, take advantage of. We do the emergency lifts, and I have to stress emergency. So it's not a situation where, you can use this service to go to work every day or whatever it is, for true emergencies. We also do the rental assistance, and that is for when you are relocating. So what we do is put X amount of dollars towards your rent or your first month's rent or the security deposit. And so we have a couple of different things that we offer to help people to kind of like fill in the gaps. And of course, I think some of you on here may have gotten bus passes from us. So if you're not familiar with those services, it's a link that is on the emails that we send out. Generally an email from me. If you get an email from me, you'll see all the different links at the bottom. And so you would just have to click on the link that says, I think it said, let me just double check. It says, I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing because we have 1,000 of them. Assistance requests for clients. So assistance requests for clients. But please keep in mind that you have to be authorized through our program. We have to make sure that you are connected to your therapist or your therapeutic support, as well as connecting with our customer service staff and or connecting to your support staff. So that's about the gist of our program. But our goal is to help people to get to housing. And to be honest with you, it has been a challenge. And so that is the purpose for today's meeting, to talk about some of those challenges. So at any time, if anyone has a question, please, just, raise the hand or just come off of mute. And so we can get your questions out, because today's topic is to get questions answered as well as, provide information. So I think I'm going to start with the most challenging thing that or topic that folks come up against. And this is one thing that I didn't mention. Let me come back to this for a second. One thing that I didn't mention is that at Affordable Living and Supportive Services, we have our own housing. However, at this moment, we're at capacity, but we do have partners that partner with us to help our clients to, get housing. But again, you have to go by their criteria. Our criteria is a little more lax. We kind of like work with people, but, when we are connecting you to one of our partners, that means that you have to go by, whatever their qualifications are. And they do work with us sometimes, but sometimes you have to meet the bare minimum. And I think that's where the challenge is coming in with most of our folks. All right, so I'm going to talk about the most pressing thing right now. And it is, it's actually two. Well, no, I'll just go down the list because I think it all kind of makes sense. Affordability. As you guys know, I hope you know that the housing market, has changed, whether you're talking about income-based housing or whether you're talking about your traditional housing. things have changed. Things are, it is more expensive. So what that means is that landlords and property management teams are asking for 3 times the amount of income. And so, and I think there's some confusion around that, and which I'm going to address. So, and also, just to let you know, I'm looking at 2 different screens. So I may, I'm looking at a big screen and the camera, but 3 times the amount of income. So what that means is this: you have to earn 3 times the amount of income. So that is what it is. So if the unit that you're looking for is $1,000, that means that you need to bring home $3,000 a month. That is certainly different from what most people perceive is you have to pay 3 times the amount for that unit. So it's 2 different things. Now, there was a law that was passed that indicated that landlords couldn't do that, right? So it's definitely a gray area with charging 3 times the amount. However, you have to earn 3 times the amount of income for that unit. Does anybody have any questions around that? Because I think it's a total misconception. Anybody have any questions about that?
Hi, Miss Melanie. I missed a few things because I'm just coming in. Would you be able to elaborate one more time?
Yes. Okay. So 3 times the amount. So let's just say again, if you have a unit, right, that you're looking at and it costs $1,000 a month, right? That means that you have to earn 3 times the amount, which is $3,000. So your income has to be at least $3,000, right? And the reason is behind affordability. But I think a lot of people get it kind of misconstrued when before landlords could charge you 3 times the amount of rent, meaning that same unit, was going for $1,000. They are asking for $3,000. So it was a law that was passed. They really can't do that. So I think it's the security deposit that they can do and the first month rent. So it's really like, that same unit, you have to give them $2,000, right, for it, right? But it is a gray area with that. The gray area with that is, again, based on your credit. So if your credit is not the best, then they can say, well, look, I'm taking a risk here, so either you have the $3,000 or, whatever. But I just wanted to clear up the misconception because I've gotten a lot of feedback and they're like, well, they can't do that. Well, technically, no, they can't do that. But the law is very clear, and it's very clear when it states that it is, you have to earn 3 times the amount of rent. So if the rent is 1,000, then it's 3,000 that at the minimum that you have to earn. And then some landlords are looking for you to earn a little bit more because at the end of the day, you still have other things that you have to pay. Is there any questions about that? Shaisha, did I clear that up for you?
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. All right, great. Anybody else have any questions around that? Because I think that's where we get stuck a lot of times. Okay. Anybody else before we go on to the next thing? So I kind of alluded to this. So affordability is another factor. Going back to that same unit that costs $1,000 and the landlord is saying, hey, we need to make sure you at least make $3,000, right? So at the end of the day, they want to make sure that you earn enough money so that in a couple months, they won't be going through the eviction process. So they're looking at all income, and income is income, whether it's SSDI, SSI, whether you work and get, a W-2, income is income. So it's really critical that when you're going towards these, when you're looking for living space, that you are able to say, hey, this is all of my income that I earn. So that is around affordability. Does anybody have any questions about that? They want to make sure that you can afford this unit because they don't want to go through the eviction process. If anybody knows, the eviction process is not only bad for the tenant, but it's also bad for the property manager or the owner, meaning that they now have to spend about between five and maybe ten or $15,000 to turn a unit, depending on what is going on in the unit when this person leaves. So it is advantageous for the tenant to be able to afford it, and stay in the unit, and of course the same for the landlord. Anybody have any questions around affordability? And from what I understand, and we do it, with our houses, as well, and living spaces, you have to prove your income. So most places are looking for bank statements, right? So bank statements that show money coming in, money going out, right? Because it's a lot of fraud going on. People are making up pay stubs, people are making up W-2s and all of this crap. They are asking for solid evidence that shows money coming in and money coming out. Because again, they don't want 6 months down the line, to be dealing with a possible eviction. Any questions around that?
Good morning, Miss Melanie.
Good morning. You
Hello.
have a question or a
Yes,
statement?
I wanted to ask you about what if you have joint income? How does that work, or do they do it individually?
No, they combine. It's all combined. Thank you for that question. It's all combined. It's all combined, but it's critical that we present everything that we have. I don't care if the kids got income, SSI, what present all income. All income. And this is another thing. Well, did I answer your question? I want to make sure I answered your question.
So far, but it seems like you had more information.
Hmm. Okay. So I want to talk about TCA. I want to talk about that. That wasn't even on my agenda, but we definitely have to talk about that. Okay. Somebody tell me, what does TCA stand for?
Temporary cash assistance.
Okay. What's that first word?
Temporary.
Yep. So now it's at the discretion of the landlord or the discretion of the property management team whether or not they will accept that as income. But I personally am getting a lot of pushback as it relates to TCA because it is temporary income. Now, when I raised the question, well, this doesn't, the case is not over with, or she doesn't have to go up for recon for another 6 months. And they're like, okay, great. So it's still temporary income because it's no guarantee that said person will get the same amount. Is no guarantee that they'll even get approved again. So it's just that temporary income. It's temporary. So we're getting a lot of pushback around that. And I want to extend this a little further. Those who can work, please work, because it's getting harder and harder for us, here at Affordable to try to help clients who really don't have income. So if you can work and you don't have a disability that prevents you from working, please connect with us so we could try to connect you with the Workforce Employment Center, which we always go to, send our folks to Amanda Harmon. Or if we might have, a opportunity or something that we are aware of, please Get income. The way that things are going today, it is harder. It's getting harder and harder. So please, please, please work on getting income. And if you have, folks in the house that can work, everybody, and I say this all the time, everybody who can work should be working. Everybody should be pulling together. It's just the times that we are living in right now. It's not getting easier, it's getting harder. Any questions around that? Or any not questions necessarily, or if someone wants to chime in, please feel free.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. I wanted
Hey.
to ask her about not only the TCA, what happens when you're on TDAP?
Or the
Mm,
temporary disability.
yeah, and the income is nowhere near, even if I could work. And
Mhm.
and I'm in an issue where it's chronic homelessness. When you call the shelters, if you can't prove you've been in the shelter, because I've been couch serving since my lease was up in January 31st. I don't have like how do I know that this is off the subject there, sorry y'all, but
No,
how
it's
do I
fine.
know that I have a therapist with your company?
And so I'm pretty sure you do. Let me
Right,
I'm
because you're connecting me
let me
because I'm
take
on the email. Okay.
yeah. I'll double check with the team to
Okay.
make sure. Okay. And
Uh,
Miss Maceo, can you privately text me your phone number? You know how to do
sure.
that?
Sure, sure,
Okay.
and maybe have a therapist
Yeah.
call me. All
Yes.
right, I'll do that because I'm gone, y'all. All
Okay.
right, thank you,
Okay.
baby.
Yes. Okay. So anybody have any questions around that? So the next thing that I want to talk about is past evictions. Um, this is another barrier with folks in general. So what landlords have been going by is evictions can stay on your record for 5 to 7 years, and I don't think people understand that, which is impacting, some folks moving to be able to move forward. So your evictions are on public file, and any landlord, any property manager has an opportunity to go and see. Now, there is a new law that was recently rolled out, and it is called a shield. What a shield does is, let's see. So if your eviction was a year ago today, right? A year ago and beyond, right? What a shield can do is to block your evictions from public record. Now, and it's a form that you have to fill out. And if anyone is interested, after this meeting is over, I'll send around a link so that you can sign up for it, and we'll have someone from the team give you a call to go through the process. But the thing about the shield is that your previous landlord, is also going to have to sign off on it too. So it's not just you signing it saying that, hey, I want this off my record. It is supposed to be a two-party thing. Some folks are getting around that second party. I don't know how, but some people are getting, around that. But if anybody is interested, I'll send out the email after this. Actually, I'll wait till this video downloads, and I'll also send a link, with that, if anybody is interested in doing a shield, and we'll have one of the team members give you a call. But the catch to the shield is, anybody want to take a guess at what the catch is, even if you get a shield?
They still can see it because it's other parties that have access to it.
Yep. Yep, that's one thing. Thank you, Shaisha. And the second part is that, let's just say if your information is blocked. Okay. But they can also default to credit. So it's critical that we understand, credit plays a part in almost everything that we do nowadays. It's just very competitive. It is extremely, extremely competitive. And it's not that, I'm saying that you have all these roadblocks, but it just tells us that it's some things that has to be worked on. Is just it is, what it is now. We're just in a different climate. Anybody have any questions about that? Nope. Oh, y'all are good today. All right. So while we're talking about credit, let's go into it. Most landlords are accepting credit scores 600. We have made a partnership where they accept the credit. I think it's five or five something, right? Which is absolutely the lowest that I've seen. But these are apartments. It's on east side of Baltimore. But again, you have to be able to afford it. Going back to affordability, I believe one of their units is the lowest is 909 something, and I'm not sure if that one is even available anymore. But the lowest is 9. I think I've seen the highest is like 12 something. But again, you have to earn at least 3 times the amount of rent. Okay, so credit is important. If you guys need help with credit, I'll add that on the link as well. Credit is important. If you don't have a credit profile, and I'm not talking about Credit Karma, I am talking about the 3 credit bureaus. Does anybody know the 3 credit bureaus?
Yes.
Go ahead. What are they, Shaisha?
Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax.
Yes.
Or Equifax.
Yes, thank you. So those are the 3 credit bureaus, y'all. No one is using Credit Karma, and the reason why is because platforms like that, they inflate the credit score. I'm seeing at least 20, 30, 40, 50 points. And so it's not a true credit reading. And so most landlords are not using that, and most property managers they're not using that. They are using the 3 credit bureaus. So if you need help with that, please let us know. And again, I'll have a link that incorporates all of this, at the end. Credit matters. And I think the older we get, and the more that we try to pursue things in life, you realize that credit matters. So it is critical that we get on top of the credit. Your credit doesn't have to be A1, which I think the highest credit score, I believe, is either 8 something or 9 something. Doesn't have to be that. But the reason why they look towards credit is to see how you pay bills. Are you responsible? And this goes beyond housing. This goes, if you're trying to get a car, if you're trying to get a credit card at some point, if you're even trying to buy a house, the lender, they want to see, hey, is this person responsible? Do they pay bills? Do they not pay bills? Are they late all the time? So it's critical. Again, we'll have a link for that. Anybody have any questions around that? So any questions or comments? I'm sorry, questions or comments?
I do. Is filing for bankruptcy a smart move to make if the credit is? Mhm.
That's very loaded. Do you know how to make an appointment? Are you available today after this meeting?
Yes.
Okay, so after everybody jumps off, you just stay on. That's a very, I don't want to answer that. Just, we'll have a deeper conversation.
Okay.
Okay, and Rania, can you stay on for this too, so that, we can do this together?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we talked about the expungements and shields. We talked about income. I just need folks to understand that the income is critical to show income. Again, most people are not taking the W-2s. They're not even they're not taking any pay stubs. They're not taking up. They're looking deeper to see how do you get your deposits? How is your money flowing in and out? So that's critical, to know. Um the credit, we talked about that. Credit is becoming more and more critical. And I feel like with a lot of our clients, now back in the day, there were ways to navigate around all of this, right? But because things are becoming more streamlined, you're seeing, certain organizations or certain social services, all of these entities are combining together, collaborating together. So it is getting more difficult. And so that just means that you have to be on your A game. It's no more the day where you're putting your BG&E and your child's name and all of that. Those days are gone. So it's forcing people to either find an alternative way, or it's forcing people to really just do what you got to do to get on board. No one wants to be homeless. No one wants to be evicted. So these are just some of the things that we have to do to just kind of like fall in line. It's just critical. What I hate is that we have a large population of clients that all they want is housing. That's all that they want. That's all that they want. And for us to look at the situation and say, oh, wow, we got a couple of challenges here. It is like very disheartening. It is very disheartening. And so we want to help move people along. But the other part is that you have to do the work. You have to do the work. It's just no getting around it now. And it could be a process. It's not a overnight thing. It's just not anymore. We are in the days where everybody gotta fall in line. Everybody gotta fall in line. So out of everything that we covered today, I just want to know, does anybody need any more clarity? Anybody want to share anything before we talk to Miss Danny, or before we end this? Anyone? And if you have any questions, any further questions, because I think everybody on this call has a little bit of work to do. Yes, Brianna, I don't see you. Oh, Brianna, you can come off of mute. Okay, she said it's loud where she is. Okay, Brianna, can you text what you need? Are we waiting on Brianna to text? Text it in the chat, Brianna, and then I'll do my best to answer it. Anybody else while Brianna is texting in the chat? And I just wanted to finish what I was saying. We have work to do, and the work it's a it's two parts, right? Everyone on this call is in partnership with Affordable. It is a partnership, but you have to work. If we're saying that you need to do budgeting, then we need to do budgeting. We're actually going to do a budget session. If not next week, the following week, we're going to do a budgeting session. If we're saying you need to do that, because I think that's another factor. I think people really don't take into account everything that they spend. And when that happens, that sets up a whole nother that sets up a whole nother issue. We're just in a place where we have to conserve and spend less, especially if we're trying to do other things, especially when you're talking about housing, because when we're talking about relocating or finding another space, we're not just talking about that actual move or that, we're talking about the truck that we got to get. We're talking about a truck that we have to get, or pay somebody to help us move. In most cases, we're talking about, the first month rent, the security deposit. It's a lot. It's a lot, and you can easily spend $3,000 to $5,000 just on moving. We're not even talking about utilities. If utilities is a thing, for you. So, let's see. Brianna asked, as far as the VAWA law goes for housing, what do you mean exactly, Brianna? VAWA is the Violence Against Women's Act, which actually that's the title, but it applies to men as well. So what specifically do you need to know about the VAWA Act? Okay. Okay, so Brianna said that she had an issue with domestic violence and that made her ineligible for housing, where she had to go to court for being violated. I'm not understanding why that would make you ineligible for housing, because the VAWA Act is to protect people in general. So I'm not sure about why you would be ineligible. Okay, so Brianna, maybe we need to have a one-on-one conversation about that, because that doesn't make sense, or it's probably some missing pieces, but we can have a conversation about that. Kara said, and I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay, okay, Brianna, it is some missing pieces. Okay. Okay, Kara says, I'm listening, I can't speak, was able to get a place, but I had to let my car go after being misplaced 2 years. Most resources were out of funding and unable to help me. I work both full-time and part-time, but on unpaid leave and still need assistance. Okay. Kara, I hope I'm saying your name right. Have you filled out an intake? Were you approved for services? When did you do it, Kara? About when? I think your name is Kiara. I think that's what it is. All right, Kiara. Let me see. You said it's been months. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. And let's see. Kiara, I don't see anything for you. Let me send this in the chat. And you said it was around December. So let me send this in the chat, Kiara. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, okay. So your name is okay. Sorry, y'all. We trying to. Okay, let me check again. Let me check again. She's giving me her full name. Okay. Yep, I do see you. I think I do see you. I see you in March. Okay. All right. So it looks like wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Is this you? No, I don't think that's you. All right. Huh. No, let me see. Maybe this one. Okay. Kiara, I'm going to look. I have your name information. I want to hold everybody else, but Kiara, you hold on for a minute and I'm gonna just double check. Just hold on. And everybody else, does anybody have any questions about what we talked about today? I just wanted to give clarity because we are seeing these barriers over and over and over again as it relates to housing. One thing that I could stress is to save money. You guys know, or maybe you may not know, we will help you towards your security deposit. And so what that means is that we, as X amount of dollars, we will never pay the full amount, right? Because we support too many people, to do that. But we will help towards your security deposits, if you find housing or, anything like that. But the main thing is to work on credit, understand budget, which we'll talk about extensively on the next session. If you need a shield, you definitely can apply for it, but please know that landlords can also have an opportunity to look at your credit, get your credit intact. If you need help, that's what we're here for, to help people to get through some of these challenges that they are going through. Affordability matters. If you know that you only make $3,000 a month, right? You should not be looking for a house that costs $3,000 a month. You should be looking for something that's a little bit, more affordable. So the golden rule is your housing should be 30% of your income. So I'm gonna just use something very simple. Let's say you earn $1,000 a month. That means that your rent should be, anybody want to take a guess? Nobody want to take a guess? So your rent should be $300 a month. That's just, putting it out there. And the reason is because if you make $1,000 or you bring home $1,000, then 30% is 300. And then you need money for, everything else. So affordability does matter. I feel like landlords and property management teams, they are looking like they are really looking at how much you make. Because again, they don't want to go through the trouble of evicting someone. Even if you come close, because we've had a few situations where our clients have come close to what the bottom line was, and they was like, no, basically, we don't want to, it can be a liability for them. And I get it. I absolutely get it. Anybody have any questions, anything they want to add before we end? No? Okay. Well, thank you all. And make sure that you look out for the budgeting meeting, because that's coming up next. Like I said, if not next week, the following week. Okay?
Yeah, Miss Harris.
Yes.
How you doing? This is Thomas Murdy. I had a question. It was a form that's coming in my email about the training, what training, and how long was the training, and what training did you complete? And it's a graduate certificate. What's that? What is that about?
I think I sent it to you. Didn't I say that it was a
Yes, ma'am.
huh?
But what training, what certificate are they requesting? Because what training program are we supposed to be enrolled in?
What training program? That was through let me see. Hold on, y'all. Y'all might benefit from this too. Hold on for me.
Yes, ma'am. It was one I seen. It was like through Goodwill, and the
Yeah.
Goodwill program was like for finding jobs.
Yep.
And the lady, I forgot the young lady. She just called me today, But I've been filling out the forms, like as far as like coming in my email, like the information they have been requesting.
Yes.
Yes, and I was the forms they were asking me to fill out. I was like, well, what training, what certificate they are requesting? Because I mean, I guess the class I just signed up with, the young lady who called me earlier, I guess that was like for like a job type of program or
Okay,
like
so who was that? Who contacted you earlier? Was it you, Rhonda? No.
oh, it was something. No, hold on. Let
No.
me see if I get the email. No, it was a lady from a Goodwill program. She said she was going. Let me see if she sent me an email and I could give you her name because she said she didn't know your name, and I was like, and she was like,
Okay, let me see. I think here it is. Hold on. Oh, we got a lot of emails for this.
indeed.
Okay, so one was for the re-entry program. Are you talking about that?
I don't know. It's okay. So like every time I get an email from you, it's forms that we have information that they requesting, and like one of the forms on the information was asking about I guess a program we supposed to been in, and I just had it. I'm sorry, Miss Harris. I just had it aboard. I was looking for the other lady
That's
information.
okay. And let me also hold on for a second because we do have a lot of things going on. But I know for the re-entry program, I did send an email out to say if you have completed it, then ALSS will give you $25, but that one is for re-entry.
Okay.
So that's that program. I think that's what you were referring to.
Yeah, I guess that's what it was. It was saying I just had it.
And then there is a upward mobility program too that we are giving. How much are we giving folks on that one? I think it's $25, and it's a positive parenting program, and I think that's the same.
Okay.
So
Yeah, okay, so I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so on the form, okay, so it's been like forms that have been coming to my emails for us to fill out, for me to fill out. And this last form, it was like, it says, how long was your training? What class did your training complete? What class training did you complete?
Oh yeah, that's
How
the
did you
ones I
complete-
just so that's going to be on every email that we send. So if you get an email from me, and I think Rania, you have the links on yours too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you get emails from me or Rania, you're going to see all of those links, right? So what you were referring to was the upward mobility and the positive parenting. That's probably what you're referring to. So when you fill those out, and
Yes.
after you have attended, right, then we would incentivize you that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
that's what that, I think that's what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Did Brianna say? All right, let me look. All right, everybody else except for Shakira. I know I'm tearing that name up. And Danny, please stay on the line. But everybody else have a great afternoon. And thank y'all. All right, I'm gonna start recording. Okay. All right, let me look for her stuff. Let me see. I thought I saw it. Do, 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 do. No, that's not it. Okay, yep, I have it. Shakira Williams. Oh, okay, because I thought this was a separate person. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me download this. All right, and let me do this. Is she still here? Chicago. Okay, yeah, she's still. Shoot. Okay, here. Okay, so this is her email. So I'm gonna send your information over to. Let me see.
Melanie, I think you still have some extra people on here that can depart
okay.
the meeting.
Okay. All
I
right.
think like Jay can depart, Thomas can depart.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Okay. That's Williams. Actually, I think I'm a Raya, can you I'm a connect, I'm a ex, because I think she has to get verified first. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Okay. Uh, okay. 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 Great. 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 All righty. So we did that. Remove. Yep. All right. So yeah, she. All right, Miss Williams. I sent it over to admin team, so Rania will verify everything by tomorrow, and then we'll follow up with you if they need any more information. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Danny. All right. So she's gone. Danny, Thomas. Thomas, we're gonna disconnect you. Have a great
Okay.
day. All right.
Yes, ma'am. You do the same. I appreciate everything too, Miss Harris.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a blessed one.
All right. You too. All right. And we're gonna disconnect. Read. Okay. All right. Danny is just us, and we're not recording now. So if you can you come off of mute and share what's going on?
Hello, Miss Harris.
Hey,
Hello, Veronica.
hey.
So first of all, I want to say thank you, Miss Melanie,
Mhm.
for keeping in contact with me, also with um, getting me with the program as far as the residential treatment program that I was at.
Okay.
I'm currently with SNB Behavioral Health. Have you
Okay.
heard of them?
S&B. No, I have not. Oh, Danielle, I just realized who you are. Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm okay. So I've been here since November.
Okay.
And in the program, we basically attend different groups and stuff, and I already have a counselor that I also see. Would that be a problem with um what you all provide as far as do I have to be signed up with their therapy
Um,
and the programs that
do you get therapy there? Do you not?
no
What do you get?
counseling?
Just counseling. Okay. So, do you have your counselor's information?
Yes,
You got an email
I do,
or a
but I
phone
would okay, 1 second.
number? Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
It's 240
Mm-hmm.
887
Mm-hmm.
6546.
Okay. And what's the name?
Miss Hill.
Okay. Okay. I'll reach out to her today. So it depends on what they offer, Danielle. If you do you know if you get PRP services?
I do.
Okay, so that would definitely be a conflict. But what we can do is if your therapist, so that means that you should have a therapist too or somebody. But what that means is that if they're willing to give us a referral for the PRP, then we can still do it. That's no problem. But they got to be willing to give us a referral.
Okay, I speak with her today at 3 o'clock, so I could ask her and then email you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Now you had a specific question.
Yes, as far as credit and the evictions and everything, that has
Mhm.
been a challenge for me. So I was wondering if taking the road of bankruptcy would do any good or would it do more harm?
Well, bankruptcy is not as easy as it used to be. You damn near have to prove that you don't need it. It's just really like difficult. But remind you that bankruptcy stays on your credit. I think at least 5 years, I think, or maybe longer. So I wouldn't go that route. Are you getting any income, Danielle?
Yes. Right now I have TDEP waiting for my appointment on the 1st with Social Security.
Okay. Okay. So I wouldn't do bankruptcy. Do you know how much you owe Marshall Gardens?
Yes.
About how
Yeah,
much?
about 7,000.
Okay. Um,
And I have some questions about that as well. I don't, that conversation would probably be a little too long for right now, but
mhm. So you don't think you owe that amount?
no.
Okay. So um, so this is always the gray area when you're talking about income based. The gray area is did you do your recertifications on time? So if you didn't do your recertifications on time, then it may have been periods where they charged you your regular rent rate, which you had a what, 3 bedroom or two?
Right.
Three. Yeah, so that may have been, I don't know, $1,200, $1,300. I'm not sure. So if that is a situation, then technically, if you were late, and I don't know, if you were late, then you would have to pay whatever that price was for that month or months.
So that is basically what happened. As far as with the rental office, the communication was definitely off during the period of time where they put me on market rent.
Yeah.
They were working with, dang, I can't even think of it, Gilmore Homes.
Okay.
And it became nearly impossible to get in contact with them at times that I was available. And the communication was just off as far as getting the paperwork to them.
Yeah.
And so they started me from the date that they requested
Mm-hmm.
the recertifications. And
Yeah.
I fell behind. Yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you know, with especially I feel like especially with anything financially, right? You have to kind of like stay on top of it. Got to. And especially when you're talking about your housing.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that the rental office makes mistakes and communication is lax, but they typically send out notices 90 days ahead of time. So 90 days ahead of your recertification time to say, hey, your recertification is coming up. They do that at least 3 times. So, I mean, if that is your issue, the only thing that I could suggest is to start making like payment plans or make a payment plan with them. Just send them, I don't know what you can afford monthly, because it's literally, you cannot really get around it. One thing that we've learned is, I know you heard me say that one of our community partners, they are accepting people, right? But the first thing that she said was, if you owe another community, then we will not be able to accept you, because they are also kind of like income-based. I think theirs is tax credit. So they're able to see if you haven't paid. So it's getting harder. When did you get evicted, Danielle?
September 27th.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So you would have to wait, even if you tried to get a shield, you have to wait until September to even apply for the shield.
My thing is, I planned on like paying off the eviction. Um, I'm just wondering if there's any services that will help me like pay it off as well, so that it doesn't take as much time and I can start saving for rent and being able to move forward.
Yeah. My suggestion to you, well, no, not through us. I'll say that, not through us. So, but my suggestion to you is, once you get your finances situated, maybe you're still with your boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe if you guys could look for like a nice rooming space or something, and then kind of work together. Does he have anything that he needs to pay back?
No.
Okay. Or you can get something that's in his name, but he would have to have income.
He's working.
Oh, he's
But his
working.
dilemma is his background.
Okay. Okay. Is it something that can, or is it things that could get expunged?
Um, it's pretty current, so I'm not sure. That's something we have to look into.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if you guys want, because we could do that too, but it just depends on what it is, how recent, all of that. But we do expungements too.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, With the payment plan, does housing consider that as some type of, and do you get any credit for that, or it's just, well, until you pay that off, there's nothing we can do?
You say that again. Say that again. I want to make sure I understood you.
I said with housing, do they look at the fact that you're attempting to pay for the rent that you owe a previous landlord, or it's not until you pay it completely off?
Yeah, you gotta pay. You're gonna have to pay it off. Because at the end of the day, so it's a contract, right? And so it appears that, you know, from their standpoint, you didn't hold up your end of the contract. So as a result, you know, the eviction happened, right? And so if you were to go and apply for any other income-based community, you would not be successful in getting it until that balance is paid off. And that's why I said it is work that has to be done. Housing is getting more and more competitive, and I'll give you an example holistically. Let's say you and I were going for the same unit, right? You have a credit score of 700. I have a credit score of 600. You earn $4,000. I earn $2,000. I have evictions on mine. You don't have evictions on yours, or you have evictions that was, you know, 7 years ago. Who do you think the landlord is going to choose?
The most credible person, you.
Credible person, which would be you in this case.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So let me just explain this. Like I said, we have our own properties too. And the last time we did an open house, which was a couple years ago, I had probably, let me see, I had between 12 and 15 people come for the same property. And some people had everything I needed right then and there. Like here. Some people they didn't have this, they didn't have that, or they had a recent eviction, or they ain't have enough money. They trying to, you know, all of these different things. And so of course I chose the person that was most credible, like you said, and the person who had everything together. That was a couple years ago. And it is probably 10 times more competitive now. So you know, what I'm saying is that you got to have everything, you know, together. But what I suggest is, do you know you owe the property manager, right? What I suggest is start making payment plans and keeping track of the payments that you make. Take a picture with the name on it. And, you know, if they can't give you a receipt, you know, show you putting it in the mailbox or something. That's what even if it's $25. But if you show that you're being, you know, consistent and you have record, you know, it can work in your favor, you know, but it's getting rough, Danielle. It's getting rough.
I'm just thinking that I should put in lump sums to get it done quicker. And since the program I'm in right now, I don't have to, you know, pay any rent or anything. So
Good.
So I'm thinking to just put in lump sums of money to get it over with. Now, I wanted to ask you about once it's paid off, does it automatically come off your record, or is there other steps you have to take after that?
It's typically you write in and you say, I think it can be done online now, and you just have proof that you paid said loan off or said debt off. And then that probably takes about, I'll say 60 days or so. And then you'll see it like come off your record. Rania, you have something to add to that?
Yeah, I say it take like 90 days and it just say paid off. It's just like if you delay on a credit card or something like that, it just say paid off, but it's going to stay on her credit report.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But
Ooh,
it say paid off, or good standing. And like she said, you also can get a letter too. Like, so when you're applying for stuff, you'll have that letter to show also that it's paid off. Because sometimes you may have to submit, even though they may see it on the credit, you may have to submit something showing that it's paid off. So I know, like with me, when I pay off certain stuff like loans, like struggling behind, when I paid off, I asked them also, can they give me a pay off letter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know, like,
That's proof.
in the process, like, applying for a house, even though it's on my credit, but the people I'm working with the credit stuff, they also asked me to get a letter also to submit.
and another question. Thank you, Miss Ronna. I'm sorry, Rania?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Harris, I wanted to know about a co-tenant. So does that eviction fall on them as well?
No, were they living with you?
Yeah, so I'm speaking about my son.
So
I was
he,
head of the household. Mhm.
you said he was head of the household?
No, I said I was head of the household.
Oh, okay. So no. But let me just say this. Please do not have him sign up for housing for you. Jordan
No,
is,
I was trying to
how old
think
is
of.
Jordan? How old
He's
is Jordan?
22.
22. Yeah. So you
Mhm.
trying to get him to get housing for himself?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on for a minute. Did somebody join? Okay, no.
Look like you
So,
say a minute one, Jazz.
okay. So, hey, Miss McCall, our meeting is over. I'm waiting for the video to download because this is a one-on-one session that we just kept going on the same link. But that meeting is over. But as soon as the video downloads, I'll send it out to everybody. Okay. Yeah. So is Jordan working?
Yes, he's working.
Good. Good. All right. He can apply for housing. Do you know how much he earns annually or monthly?
I mean, I could ask him. He
Okay.
makes about $22 an hour, and he works about 6 days a week.
So that's like
Full
40.
time.
Let me see. That's like 40,000. Let me see. So let's see. 22 times 40 times 2. So he roughly makes, let's say, 1760 a month. Wow. Yes. Yeah, find out exactly how much he makes at least in a month.
Okay. How can he speak with you?
Have him. Does he still have medical assistance?
Yes.
All right. I must say, do you have the link? You probably don't have the link, right?
Is it the link?
Wait
Is
a
it the
minute.
link that I found this meeting on?
Let me see if I can send this to you. Well, I could do, hold on. Voice. What's your phone number, Danielle?
667
Mm-hmm.
417
Mm-hmm.
8927.
8927. Give me 1 second. And how was Joy doing?
She's doing well. Thank you for asking. She goes to Stevenson. She
Wow.
wasn't able to stay on campus this year, so she's at her dad's, and he's being more consistent in her life, so that's good.
Wow. I can't believe them babies. Wow, that's crazy.
I
Mm-mm-mm.
know. Jordan's about to be 23 in May, and she'll be 20 in June.
Wow. Wow.
I know. I know. They let us know how time flies, don't they?
Yes. Yes. My gosh. My gosh. I think Joy was, when I was at Pedestal, Joy was one of the first kids. I think she won something for her academics or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Crazy. Crazy.
You
That was
have a
like,
good memory too, because you deal with a lot of people.
yeah. 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 Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes people like, I just told you. I'm like, you just told me what? Like, what did you tell me? Because I don't remember nothing. I don't remember nothing. But I saw a picture of Joy. If I find it, I think it was on my pedestal account. If I find it, I'm gonna share it with you. I was just like,
Okay,
wow.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, time don't stand still. It don't stand still. Do not stand
Yeah. She's a good girl though. I'm proud
Yeah.
of her.
Oh, and I'm proud
I
of you,
really am.
Danielle. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. And
You're
and like I said, you led me in the right I thought about I had okay, so real briefly, I wanted to say I wanted to give a thank you card to this lady that's at the program because I feel like I should thank somebody for me coming such a long way. But
mm,
I was like, why do I feel like I need to give it to her? And I said, I need to find Miss Melanie
mm,
and give her a thank you card or something like that because she really has been like an encouragement throughout my life. And you don't just sit and like judge and treat cases by just doing your job. You have a genuine concern, and I really do appreciate that about you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All the thanks I need is for you to move onward and upward. That is it. That is all. That is it. That is all. And
And there's
rebound.
one more thing I want to share before my pride doesn't allow me to. I'm sorry for
Uh-oh.
cutting you off.
No, you're fine.
That day you spoke to Jordan when I moved on Robert Street for Marshall Gardens, and you said, "Can I speak to him by myself?" And then I asked him what you said. I don't know if you remember,
Mm-hmm. I don't.
but it was almost like a warning that I ignored. But
Mm,
anyway, you told him, make sure you watch over your mother and don't let her get caught up with these people around here.
mm. Yeah.
And I was like, well, why would she tell you that? When I was at Pedestal Gardens, I stayed to myself. I didn't get caught up. Why did she feel like she needed to say that? But now I
Mm.
see why.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You remember now?
I remember. I remember. And hard conversations because I already knew, so but I knew that I felt like this is the contrast, Danielle. I felt like when y'all were living at Pedestal, right?
Mhm.
I felt like as crazy as it was there, it was more of a protection, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I knew moving to Marshall, everything was out in the open. I
Yeah.
knew that. I knew that. I mean, just where it's located.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was yeah. I knew that.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's like temptation is everywhere around here. Everywhere. So I knew that.
I even kind of cried out for help sometimes, and you're just like, the best thing I can do is kind of like move you back to pedestal, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And sometimes, well, like they say, and you know this, when you're trying to get well, you have to change people, places, and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think at that time, even trying to put you back to pedestal is only a rock throw, because you had
Mm-hmm.
already been, exposed to everything up there, at that point. But, you're in a better place now.
I
There's nothing
am.
but upward mobility from this point on, and you're going to be fine. Like I told you before, you're going to be fine.
Yeah,
And
I'm just
also
glad I'm in
things
that.
may move in baby steps, but as long as you,
Oh, for
like
sure.
Melly say, put the work in, stay positive, try to be around positive people because, sometimes friends, when they see that you're trying to get out of a storm and move up, they'll start disencouraging you and you sometimes won't even notice it, but it's like the things they may say to disencourage
Mm-hmm.
you, like, girl, you okay? And you're not really fully 100% okay. Or why you want to move, stuff like that. So just try to keep all that negativity, out of your mind.
Yeah,
And,
or even the pressures
and I
of,
believe Melanie steps in everything she had for all her clients work. If she say, don't be embarrassed. If she say, submit your credit report, submit your credit report. If she say, hey, complete this, just put the work in. I mean, everybody is going through something. So there's no
Everybody.
need to be embarrassed. Even me, I'm going through
Even
something,
me.
mm-hmm.
You
Even
just
me.
got to keep smiling and stay positive. And yeah, things take time. Like it may start from the bottom and you be like, oh, I put this in, but this happened. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Um, and the beautiful blessing about life in general is things tend to make sense. The pieces, excuse me, the pieces of the puzzle come together some way as long as you're, clear minded, which I'm glad I am now. And I can feel comfortable sharing with Melanie because there's not too much she don't already know that. I mean, as far as the situation of mine,
Mhm,
that
mhm. Glad.
I don't know. I mean, she only thing she has to do is ask me because she already knows. Basically, I feel like maybe the question she would need to ask, I would feel comfortable with.
I'm glad, Danielle. I mean, you're on your way. You're on your way. And I'm just glad that Miss Brown brought us back together.
Miss Brown? Oh yeah, she did.
She did. Yep. She brought us back together. So, things happen for a reason. Things
How is
happen.
she? How is
She's
she
good.
doing?
She's good. She's really, really good. I talk to her at least probably once every other week. So she's good. She's really good.
Yeah, I came looking for you because I mean, you were always there, and I'm like, she's gone. I guess that's life, right? It's not
Yeah,
much.
yeah. That's funny. That yeah,
Cause how long was you at? How long was you there?
I was there for 8 years, almost 8 years. Almost 8 years. So yep, almost 8 years. So, but I've been gone since was it 04 2024? Yeah, I think 2024. Yep. Yep. Well, lady, we got to get off this call. We got deadlines to meet.
All right, I
Share
appreciate
the
it.
link with you. I'll reach out to Miss Hill, and then I'll reach back out to you and let you know like what happened. Okay.
All right. And as far as Jordan, do you need his phone number or?
I sent you the link. You know how to share it with him?
Yes.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. All right. You
All right.
take care, babe.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Thank you. All right. Can you hear me? You can. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to touch bases a little bit. First, let me just start with, do you have a monitor, like a computer screen monitor? I know you have a laptop, but do you have like a desktop monitor?
No, but I have the 3 screens. So like when I'm laptop, then I have a second screen I'm using, and then I have my good laptop. So it's like 3, like on. Then I say now I'll be able to share screens. So like now I'm on an HP, but I brought the thing where I can. So what I do with the second screen, I move like all like spreadsheets or whatever I'm working on that, and then
Mhm.
my emails, BOLO, stuff like that on that. So I'm using 3 screens now.
Oh wow, 3. I need to
Because I need to see it.
I need to start
Because the
mine.
other one is like a little bigger than the one that I brought, my laptop that I brought when we went to the library. So,
Okay.
and it's like touch screen and all that. So if I don't have my mouse, I can use my finger. It's more up to date.
Okay.
So certain stuff for that, and then like with this.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, you may hear background noise because I have maintenance and the property manager in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Is
Gotta
something
shut the
going on?
door.
Is that thing okay?
Oh, my garbage is supposed to keep
Oh,
clogging up, so they just trying to
figure
see
it out.
why. Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not cleaning up any more overspill.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay, so I just want to understand your workflow. So when you log on, like what are the things, or what do you do initially?
So when I log on, I know checking the emails first, but I be getting phone calls. So like as you be talking, I be trying to like catch up because they leave like Google Voice, so I try to
Oh,
take care of that. That's why I was like, oh, and then I know Cheyenne. I gave her some information Friday, and then she called me at 8:49. So then when you told me about Shy Asia, I connected with her, but her phone kept disconnecting. So we're good. I
okay.
put that on the my admin
Okay.
outreach. So with that, so
Okay.
I know like emails and then voicemails. And then as I'm doing that on my other sheet, so I was gonna ask you. So I spoke with to Maya. It was like about 9. I feel so bad me calling her late, but she be like, okay. Like when it probably was like 8 my over. So now what I'm doing is with my divine intake,
Mhm.
I feel comfortable doing the single people first. Cause someone with the families, I feel as though, and with the children, if I had to do all them, it look like I'm not doing it. So now I'm working on Francisco, like get all the single people who don't have children first. So at least that can show like more. I think I can say if it's like
Oh no, it's not about that. So I mean, because you're just working on that one document, right? The disconnecting people from beyond and doing it that way. Okay. So you can do it however, that makes sense. Because I think it's like what, 25, 28 people or whatever, right?
yeah, I'm down. I only have a little, I'm gonna say about 5 or maybe 6 to disconnect to get in touch. But then with the divine, because me and Samara checked and she said you want me to do the divine intake, the people on that list.
Yeah.
So when I do my divine intake, I think it's easier because when I told Cheyenne the time, I said, girl, I ain't know they had about 4 or 5 children. So to me, that hold me up versus if I do all the single people who don't have children first, so they can get more intakes and then work on the family ones as I'm finishing all the single. Because that take longer. Like say if it's you and you got a family
Got
of
you.
5,
I got you.
that's taking
Got you.
longer for me to get them in so they can move forward versus if I do all the single people first, they can move forward quicker.
Okay.
Because now blur's coming up too. So I'd rather do all the single
Well,
people.
that's what I'm doing. I'm doing well, I'm sorry, I should have let you know. Okay, so with Beyond, I think 4 more people to go. It was like 25, 28 people to go, right? So I said, I'm taking that from you because I need you to focus on that, right? Getting that rocking and rolling. So I forget how many I got left, but that's what I'm working on. Their deadline is today. So I'll be finished. That. And so once we get past the note period, because this is our note period, then we'll talk about Divine, Collaborative, and Boundless. We'll talk about that because I know I trained you on Boundless. Actually, that's coming up. Oh, child, this stuff never ever stops. So Boundless, the good thing about Boundless is about 10, 12 people. So that's the good thing about that versus Beyond. But we do have a call with them Wednesday, I think at 9:30.
So you know I'm gonna be at the library. You want me to join at the library?
Oh
Wednesday?
yeah, I forgot about that. So no, that's right. So I'll take on that call. You
Okay.
take it. It's not the library.
I mean, I guess I called the library, but you sent me the information
Yes,
and
yes,
everything.
yes. It's shit. What is it? Got so
I
much
have it.
going on. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see. Oh, the Judy Center. The Judy Center. Yeah, the Judy Center. Yeah, and just a FYI, just make sure you take pictures. Take pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. So today I'm getting these last couple of notes and for Beyond. So I don't want no stuff with them. And I have some intakes that now I have to put into the system. Well, I have to verify them and all of that to make sure that they are good. The ones from the library.
Now, can I ask a couple of quick questions? Because I did tell Cheyenne, Cheyenne, I didn't know she was gonna be on this. I get back. She want to know, can she get bus passes? I told her I check with you, and if so, I guess we mail those, right?
Who is her?
Shaija, I'm sorry, Shaija,
Asia.
the one who was on here that talks
Is she
earlier.
authorized?
What you mean?
So anytime that I think Shaija wait a minute, Shaija, did she disconnect from Beyond? Wait a minute, I can't.
Shaija's not on my list, but Shaija's is the one that always be on our client Google Meet, and she was just on there.
Yeah, I know who she is. Wait a minute, hold on.
And then she said, I put on there also, she said she didn't get paid for the 2 meetings.
I'm trying to get through all of those.
I know, I told her that we are working through stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not delayed by then another question, because I never had no one ask me this, and I don't know if our program had, but I put it on there as a question mark. She wanted to know, do we help with paying cell phone bills? I told her that's something I gotta ask you. Not for sure.
So everything is towards, so the most critical thing, let me see, hold on for a second.
Well, she put BGE. This is what I put on there. She said she need help with BGE bus passes.
Is she authorized? So let's look at this real quick. I think Asia. Wait a minute. For some reason, wait a minute, Rania. Where is it? I hate these things because I can never tell. Okay, right here. I thought did Asia do her DLA 20? I don't know where Asia is.
I don't know which yet, but she's not on Beyond. She's not on my list.
All right, wait a minute, hold on. I'm not sure who she's with. Who was this?
See,
Sha-
Sade is on my list, so you might got her mixed up with
Yeah, I
Sade.
might think of her. And I think her last name is Handy. Oh, wait a minute. Asia is with,
Her last name is Handy, Handy.
yeah, I think she's with, wait a minute. Let me find out who she's with. Let me just start there. That's what I'm looking for, this sheet. And like I said, I got like 1,000. Okay, let me see. Asia Handy, because she was with, I think she was with, hold on for a second. Okay. Handy. Why don't I see her on here? I know she was with somebody. Wait a minute, hold on. So let me show you this though. So if anybody asks about anything, and this is no I don't know. We should come here. So you're going to have to know who their support person is. That's number one. Most clients, who is Asia with? That is burning
A
me
quick
up.
question. If I don't know, do they know? Like, say for instance, I'd be
They
like, hey,
might know.
Shadeja.
They might
Okay.
know. They might know.
Like a person like her or somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asia should have been under ALSS though. Hold on for a second.
She is under ALSS because I put that in there in my notes for the admin because she said she's under ALSS.
Wait a minute. Here it goes. Her. Let me see. This is whose file. So she's in. Oh, she's with Boundless. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. But she should be under ALSS. Hold on for a minute. I knew that she was. Wait a minute. Let me go to Boundless. Hold on for me. Boundless. Okay, so this is Boundless. And you could just ask them simply. Maybe you need to make note of this, Rhonda. Her name is Handy. Maybe you can make note of this. So you might ask them who their therapist is when the last time they talked to their therapist. Asia is in compliance. I remember that from our last meeting, right? So as long as people are in compliance, they are good. Let's talk about this really quickly so you can have like a clear understanding. So Boundless Innovation, we meet with them bi-weekly. All right, that's Monica. Dang, what's that lady name? Wait a minute. Monica, Andrea, and what is that other lady name? She's not new. What is her rehabilitation? Is it something Steen? Ernestine. Oof, child. All right, so Ernestine, Andrea.
They understand. I should remember her.
Yeah, so Ernestine, Monica, and Andrea. Now, where I don't know why I can never find this damn thing. This is like amazing to me. All right, here we go. All right. So with them, we meet bi-weekly, and then they bring me up to speed about who they need to meet with, who they haven't met with, or whatever. So I just went on and made it a bi-weekly meeting so that we all could be on the same page. Okay. So these are the and this should be on your form as well, on your sheet. Is this not on your sheet? I can't hear you.
Sorry. It's on my sheet. I have it. Just
Okay. All right.
didn't know like.
Okay.
So
I get
you
it.
sent me everything, but I didn't know like if it was a two.
Okay. Let me
like,
put Asia on here now because I did not have her. She's definitely because I was like, I thought she was active. But let them know, let Sha Asia know, or anybody. We typically send out an email. I can't believe she's not on here though. That's we typically send out an email to say, hey, you like basically you need to apply for this. So we're not just giving them, you know, I buy just enough for people who say that they need them. Admin ALSS 1. I can't believe she's not on here. That is, you know what? CHYAS. No, she really is not on here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna add her on here.
Then when you're done, I have another question.
Okay, so she is with Boundless, so she is green. So let me make her green, but she's good. So we'll send out an email. Probably it'll be next week when we send out an email to say, hey, if you need, you know, a bus pass, please fill this out. So you can let her know to look out for that email. All right, what else you got? I can't hear you.
So this is for Johannes. I'm asking questions because, you know, I know she would get the $300 in April, but my question is with you, because I don't understand. Not that you a SNAP case manager. I want to help her get SNAP. Do you think she can get SNAP?
Is she working?
She working. She works Monday through Friday, but she works, you know, at the restaurant. So I think she only make $15 to $16 an hour because she just started getting. Remember, I told you the SSI benefits for Brian, but she only gets $639. So I'm wondering why they didn't offer her SNAP too. So can she apply for him, or should she? I have to do it for her. So do I apply for both?
She gonna have to apply for the family.
Okay.
So, yeah, she gonna have to. You have the application, right?
I just go online, but I don't have.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to ask you first, like, okay. Then my second question is, because she's getting the $300, is she still able to just get an instant card right now for him or no?
So we have to make sure that she's approved. Let me see. Is she approved?
Well, she's approved for the 300. You say she'll get that sometime in April. When me and you talk, you say either the end of March or April.
What 300? What 300? I'm sorry. What 300?
You said 150 for her and 150 for her son. That's what you told me.
Okay.
Thank you, Louise. That's for you, Rania. That's for you.
Go.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, for my referral?
No. So they'll be under your caseload. Look at this right here.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand, like, who get the money. So I told her she should get it sometime in April.
No. So these people will be under your caseload. And once they get approved, it's not, I think I told you, it's not 150, it's 200. I think I told you 130 or something, but it's 200 for the adults. And I think we do 125 for the children.
Oh, well, I'm glad I ain't tell the rest of them that, but I'll make sure I make a correction with her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So definitely, that's how that you didn't understand. But yeah, these are your clients now.
Okay, so in order for her then to get the instant card, we have to wait until she approve, or do she fill out the form now?
No, we got to wait until she's authorized.
Okay. I'll make sure I let her know that, and I'll make sure I tell her I can help her with the application for SNAP, and I make sure that I let her know I misunderstood. Okay, she would not be receiving money. Okay, good to
Yes.
know. I'm glad I asked you this today because she asked me, and I was like, "You get in April?" Yeah, I don't have no money yet. Okay, well, thank you. I didn't know. I ain't know I'll get anything. I know it was for them.
No. So these are your clients right here. And so in April, so they should be authorized by April. And so that's why I said, in April. I'm hoping they get authorized this month. But hopefully, fingers crossed, they get authorized in April. So for every adult is 200, and I think it's 120. I gotta find out how much it is for the kids, because there's a little less for the kids, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do notes for them, and
Yes.
we'll talk about that. Let me I gotta find out when they get authorized. Let me hold on. Let me find out now. Because I'm really not sure. Hey, let me
Okay,
ask
I'll let her know.
stay right there. Can you connect it?
I'm not. Why we on the phone about to text her now and let her know.
Okay, hold on, Rania. All right, Rania, I'm gonna send them over, because when do you think we sent them over?
I just sent them over like
This month? February.
I
Okay.
think, hold on. February 21st. Yeah, and I attached all the documents. Oh, hold on. Let me see. What documents? Okay. We have ID and social security card, and then we have the signed medical card. Well, she didn't even approve it.
When did you send them over?
February 21st.
All of them?
Yeah, it's just two of them. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not. I'm talking about Yohani and her son, and then I forgot the other person's name. It was three of them. I remember it was three of them. I can't remember.
But so we had Tracy Chester. I feel like Tracy,
just,
you just sent her
no,
over
I'm sending Tracy Chester over there
today.
Today. I just finished.
Okay, so
he just finished the intake.
Okay, so Tracy goes over today. Kiana Williams.
Was that the other person? Keyonin.
KeyinoN.
And family. She has a family. Yeah,
she has
I
kids.
sent on the 22nd, and she didn't approve it either. But they're missing.
Oh, Rania, what do we need from Kiana? Did you get the documents from Kiana?
Oh, she told me I got to check my mail because she told me she uploaded her ID, and I said no, I only have your mom. So Miss Chester is taken care of. I got to check the email to see if she upload her. She filled everything out except uploading her IDs. So I got to check. But I put what's her name? Miss her mom's in the file, in her file.
Okay, so we got to take Kiana off there. So so let me just be clear. So Kiana didn't upload the medical stuff.
All she uploaded was her
and her ID.
No, she doesn't upload her medical card.
We only got her medical card.
Yeah, her medical, and she told me Friday that she uploaded her ID. So I'm gonna check my email. So if they can just give me to the end of the day before they remove her, and I'll send an email, what, to the team or just to Samaya or to you?
How do you want her to send it to Samaya?
Okay, I'll let her know soon we finish.
Okay, and you said Tracy
Chester only uploaded her medical card.
So Tracy only uploaded her medical card as well.
No, I put Miss Tracy ID in the folder for sure.
Can you check?
And
She's in the folder,
I already had it. For
and it's not in the
Maybe
folder.
did I create the? Is she in the divine folder? Like where's she at? Or she's still in beyond? I mean, in beyond. Because I remember doing it before. I guess I knew that we were moving to create the new folders. It might be in an old folder, but if not, I have her ID. I can put that in.
I see the ID right here. All right. So can you move the ID over and put it in the correct
Yes.
folder?
Yes, I would do that.
Okay. All right. So I must send, well, just when you have everything uploaded, just send me an email to let me know. But Samaya said to send the stuff to her. I can't, you say something?
Send. Okay, I thought I was moving
Wait
it
a minute,
over and
hold on for a
then.
second, Ron. Hold on for a second. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Affordable Living and Supportive Services. How can I help you? Okay, go ahead.
I thought I was moving it in the folder and then let Samaya know that I moved their IDs in the folder.
Yeah, if you have it, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Because I know Miss Tracy's is there, so I'm going to move Miss Tracy over and then I'm going to check my email for Kiana.
Okay, okay, that works. All right, is it anything else?
Thank you.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I'm just trying to text Johanna while we going along.
Oh, okay. No, I'm done. Is there anything else on your end?
Oh, that was it. Yep, just to
Okay.
let you know that I'm gonna work on the single ones for my divine intake. So Samaya and I don't know why I always keep forgetting his name.
Sheldon.
Shelton, yeah. They'll have that. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna make sure right now and I move Miss Tracy over and check Kiana for her ID. And I send Samaya an email when I just put done, put their name.
Okay, wait a minute. She got somebody else. Hold on.
no, it's for Kiana's family. It's multiple of them, so we don't have no identification. Oh yeah,
They kids.
we still they said we still need
What, the medical
Yeah,
cards?
we need medical.
Oh yeah, the medical cards. So we need the medical cards for the kids, for Kiana's kids.
Okay.
And tell her, well, she not uploading, she just sending it to you, right?
Yeah, she just been emailing it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Samaya.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.